Chris Chamberlin here at the WeckMethod lab to take you guys through some supersets with the RMT Club that are going to fit seamlessly into your daily routines. Let's get to work. In this superset, we're going to have an upper body pulling focus. This is going to allow this to really seamlessly fit into those big moving back days where we got chin-ups, pull-ups, bent over rows, and lat pull-downs. Now, we're going to be doing sort of around, or recommending around 2 to 3 sets of about 8 to 12 reps of this block, because we're going to consider it more of accessory work. 2 of the drills, one is going to be with the RMT Club, where we're going to be performing a ballistic pull down, which is a really special move. And then the other one is going to be using a dumbbell. We're going to be doing a pivoting row. So we're really going to tap into the core in that row quite a bit. So the way we're going to do this, I'm going to take you through the drill, get you all the coaching points. I'll try to do the movement full speed for you for a few reps, just so you can really see what the work is that you're going to be doing. And then we'll do that for both drills and get you on to your workout. So first up, we're going to play around with this RMT Club sort of ballistic pull down. This is going to sort of mimic that feeling of that lat pull down on like a cable machine or a pull up, which is really special because that's a very difficult thing to do without an actual pull up bar or having a cable machine. So we're going to be able to get a really cool feedback from this tool in 2 different ways to really get that pull down feeling. All right, so the way we're going to set up for this, we're going to get just a neutral stance, so we don't have to have anything split or anything. We'll be nice and neutral. We're going to take a choke up on the club head, where we're getting that index finger up like so. I kind of like to splint the club against my arm just to give me as much control over it as possible, at least to start. We're going to play around by pushing the thumb straight up over, or the club straight up overhead. And when we do that, that thumb is going to sort of be either aiming straight across my body or towards you guys at the camera. All right, that's going to allow me to really, when I go to pull this in, to get some good rotation. Now you notice once I put that up, I sort of shifted my weight off to this left side of my body, and I'm pulling this left shoulder down nice and low. So I'm already starting to feel like a nice little contraction in this back side of my body, so it feels like I'm doing a pull here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to aggressively pull this club down into my position 2. So this will be 1, 2 is going to be down here, very similar or reciprocating from that position we were just in, where I'm trying to chamber or pull that club in, and I'm rotating that thumb out or towards you guys in this case. That's going to let me kind of feel that pull into my lat. When I get into this position 2, I'm going to have my other hand sort of ready and avail to grab a hold of that club head, and I'm going to pull them apart from each other. So I'm actually creating like a nice little isometric pull to get a little extra pulling work in, and then I'm going to let it out and bring it back to that position 1. So we'll go a little more full speed, talk about those points. So I'm loaded on this left side. I'm going to draw the club in with a shift or a chamber. Once I get it here, I'm going to grab that club head and give myself like a nice little 2 to 3 second pull apart, and then easily let it back overhead. So we're really focused on that ballistic, that pulling in aggressive, looking for that shift in the club, and then getting that isometric feedback after. So here, I'll go for about 8 reps for you just so you can get the feel of it. Nice and easy out. Chamber, pull apart. Nice and easy out. So it's a ballistic pull in with that iso. I'll give you a couple from the side. And notice this elbow's reaching up on the other side. Again, to really emphasize that vertical pull. Oh, nice. All right, cool. So again, that's going to be sort of our ballistic pull down. That's going to feel like that lat pull down a little bit. We're going to do that on both sides for that 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Put the club aside. We're going to move into another block here. And this is going to be with a dumbbell. So most of us will probably be familiar with a bent over dumbbell row. We're going to do it in a little bit of a split stance, sort of on the open side of the body. And what's going to be special about this is we're going to add a little bit of added rotation into it to really get us feeling like this connection to our core, our midsection, sort of as we do the movement. So we're going to take a traditional like split stance, so nice and wide, good strong base for balance. I'm going to be really comfortable with you resting the arm here on the thigh. You don't really have to worry about this side so much in this one. We're going to put a lot of focus on this right side of this open side. I'm gonna grab a hold of my dumbbell. The thumb is gonna be facing towards my front leg at the bottom position. I'm hanging nice and dead. Okay, my foot's kind of straight in the back for now. What's gonna happen is when I go to row this in, I'm gonna turn my thumb towards you guys and open my palm up, and I'm gonna pivot my heel towards you guys, my right heel towards you. So as I pull in my position 1, I go to my position 2, you'll see that thumb is sort of facing you guys now. I can still be resting this thigh, and you'll see that right heel is really attacking you guys over at the camera. So we'll go to 1 to 2. You can take as much time as you want through these. We'll unwind and we'll pull back in. And what you're gonna notice, this is really gonna get you a little extra contraction in that back body and side body. And we'll go for about 8 reps of that. Again, I like to add a little pause at the top just to really own it and feel it, but you can move through these at whatever pace you like. Awesome. Again, both sides of this, we're looking for those 8 to 12 reps. 2 different drills. We got that ballistic pull-in. Again, that one's really special. Gonna mimic that lat pull-down a little bit and have that added iso. And then we're gonna do that bent over row. Thanks for joining me and implementing the RMT Club into your training. If you have any comments or feedback, drop them below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more WeckMethod training content.